G'day guys, Caleb from Go Travel. Today I'm back in the office. I've got some cool new torches I want to show you guys. Stumbled across this brand called Olight. So they make high quality, high powered LED torches. We've got a couple of their latest release torches. So I've got their Olight Warrior Mini. So this is a lithium powered rechargeable torch. Tiny, high powered, pretty cool. And this little AAA powered i3T red bronze clip, just because I like the colour. The colour's cool. I'll show you through them, but these things blow your mind. So this little sucker, probably normally not something that I would get, but like I say, the colour and the clip did appeal to me. The reason I normally wouldn't get something like this fella is mainly because it's not a rechargeable torch. Nowadays and age, my standard for a torch, if I can't recharge it, I'm not really interested in it. Like, there's nothing wrong with battery powered torches, but yeah, for me, I just prefer rechargeable. This little guy, just a basic torch, got a low mode, got a high mode, single push click button on the back, plain and simple. Good little glove box torch, good torch maybe for the kids. And the best thing, they're pretty cheap, they're only about 30 bucks. So for a cheap little torch, it's a pretty good bit of gear. Right, so the Olight Warrior Mini. This torch, not very big, not much bigger than the size of your hand, weighs just over 100 grams, so it's not very heavy. Got a ribbed body, got like a blue textured bezel on the front of it, so that's pretty cool. Got the Olight two-way pocket clip, so again, if you wanted to use it on your hat or something like that, you probably could get away with it, probably could do it. It's got a switch on the tail, and it's also got a switch on the side. One thing this side switch does as well is it has a little LED indicator in it. So when it's green, it's got above 60% battery. When it turns yellow, it's between 60 and 10. From there, it'll go red. So when it's red, it'll be below 10% and above 5%. When it's red flashing, it'll have below 5%. So that's pretty cool. It just gives you an indication of how much battery power you got left. This torch is pretty much all battery. So it's got this massive lithium battery in it. Again, being lithium, weighs nothing. So it's an 18650 battery, 3500 milliamps and 3.6 volt, which is what obviously makes it so super bright. It has 5 light modes. So it's got what they call a moonlight mode, which is a very dull light. That'll last for 46 days. Probably, probably not a bad night light for the kids, if you needed a night light, that'll probably be the feature. From there, it's got a low, medium and a high mode. So, and then once you get rid of them modes, it's got a turbo mode. Moonlight is good for a night light. Low, very low lighting. Medium is a non-intrusive light you could use walking around a campsite, something like that. High, decent light, shines a decent way. That turbo mode, most impressive. The only thing I will say with turbo mode though is it only lasts for 4 minutes. What happens when you're on that turbo mode, it's 1500 lumens for 4 minutes, and then it'll step down to 500 lumens, which is the high mode, and it'll run at that 500 lumens. So when it is in turbo mode, it does get quite hot. So I did a little test last night because I realised it got quite hot. And I realised that it actually gets hot enough that it can burn through paper. So some might see this as a bad thing. I see this as a pretty cool thing. So potentially you could start a fire if you needed to. But then, of course, the downside to that is potentially you could start a fire. But still, pretty cool to think that that has enough power that it can produce enough light to convert to heat to start a fire. So if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, this potentially could be a lifesaver. Comes with magnetic charger. You see that. MCC, so it's a variable charger, so it's good for charging a heap of different Olight torches. But magnetic, USB. Magnet's actually quite strong, can hold the torch, but he's saying that only does weigh 100 grams, so there's not much weight in that. I was thinking about how I'm going to show you how bright this is. I'll throw in some nighttime shots so you can see it at nighttime. Just keep in mind, light is hard to capture on camera. That is the i3T. So, went over the back fence, about 10 metres away. Quite bright, definitely easy enough to see. This is the Warrior Mini. So that's low, can't really see it in camera. Medium, so significantly brighter. High, so that's quite decent, quite bright. Now, turbo. Yeah, massive difference on turbo. So I was thinking about how I was going to show you how bright it is. So I've got a P7 LED lenser, still the current model. Put a new set of batteries in it. So check out the brightness difference. Right. So that's LED lenser on high, on low. Flick it back to high. Now that is Olight Warrior Mini on turbo. The LED lenser does have a bigger spread, but yeah, as you can see, the Olight significantly brighter. That there is Olight on medium. So you see that, you can still see the hot spot. So the equivalent to the LED lenser would be the Olight on medium, just the LED lenser's got a bigger spread. But Olight on high, much brighter. When you look at the sizing wise, Olight's probably about a third of the size, weighs significantly less, much brighter. Just want to show you the light output of the i3T. So LED lenser, i3T. So the light of this little fella is comparable, if not slightly brighter, obviously just doesn't have the spread that the big LED lenser has. So it just gives you some idea of what sort of quality light the Olights are putting out. This little fella as well, not much more than $100. I've got a good feeling this is going to be my new favourite torch. For what it can do and the stats on it, pretty impressive. Like the way it feels, like the look of it. Love that it's rechargeable, love the lithium battery. Definitely worth checking out. I'll drop the link in the description. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so comment in below. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And until next time guys, go travel.